Hey everyone, it's Chris over at Springs Law Group. Hope everybody is having a good weekend. Tonight I wanted to talk about and share the top three reasons why I do what I do day in and day out, which is own and operate Springs Law Group, which is a personal injury firm here in Colorado Springs, Colorado. And so the three reasons are all a little different. None of them are things that I actually learned in law school, but I do think that they all add value each day and kind of come from deep within to help us kind of be a little better each and every day. So the first one, I'm going to share my screen here, is a picture of this is a picture of my daughter Sydney's car. Like, we had actually just given her this Honda Accord, and she had had it for 1 day. And so after that first day that she had it, she's out thinking, cool, I just got this. She was able to upgrade the car that she had, and then was driving on Woodman Road and was T-boned, and then gave us a call. And I can tell you the panic that went through my head after seeing how badly she was T-boned. And she's totally okay. It's been a few years now, but this is the very first and primary reason why we do, why I do what I do, and why the firm does what it does, is because we see accidents like this all the time. And so to have a family member actually go through that and be able to, have her walk away, thankfully, is something that we strive to do, because we know that we can be in a spot where we can actually truly help people get better and help them get compensation for something that she did not do anything wrong with. And so the first reason is to be able, that I've been there. I've seen what people have gone through as a family member, and you want somebody on their side fighting for them so that they can do better, that they can feel better. And so it's a scary situation when you walk in and see a car mangled up like that. And then so the next reason is, one of the other reasons that I do what I do is because prior to becoming an attorney, I was, hold on 1 second here. Whoops. There we go. I was a school teacher. And you wouldn't think that being a school teacher of elementary kids, I taught fourth grade for a while, has a lot to do with practicing law. But the reality is it really does, because one of our big goals is to be able to teach our clients kind of the process of the case and empower them and educate them about how things work day in and day out. And so it's that mindset of a teacher that we walk into each day that we have at our office that says, hey, we're just not going to boss you around and, kind of spoon feed you everything. We're actually going to teach you why we do what we do, why we're going to give an offer, why we're going to do each thing the way that we do it. And I think it's very important that if you go into an industry like what we're in, which is the injury field, like, it's very important to teach people, because a lot of times people will be in the dark and not understand what's going on. So you've got to have that heart and mindset of a teacher to be able to really get out there and help people out quite a bit. And then the third reason that I do what I do is going to be, let's see here. Hold on 1 sec. And let me move that. There we go. Perfect. And the last one is going to be service. And what I mean by that is that I actually, prior to even becoming a teacher, my job history is fairly long. I worked in retail and restaurants. I actually opened up the Banana Republic at the Venetian in Las Vegas, worked at Kenneth Cole at Caesar's Palace and some other retailers, worked at the Olive Garden in Las Vegas, and then worked at Carrabba's, both north and south here in Colorado Springs. And again, I don't think a lot of people would think that you'd be able to equate waiting tables and selling clothes to what we do in the legal field day in and day out. But I would tell you that is one of the reasons that I do what I do, because I'm a big believer that customer service should be top of mind and never forgotten when we have somebody come into our office. It is us who need to be grateful and thankful that we have people calling us and asking for help, so that then we can, relay our own experiences, that we can teach them, but also that we can provide them top-notch service and help them out. So it's that idea, when you go out to a restaurant, you can, you have certain expectations, right? You want your drink refilled on time. You don't want to wait for your check. Those are my two biggest pet peeves whenever I go out to eat. Same thing whenever you go to retail. You want to be able to touch and feel the actual items and be able to try them on and make sure they're the right fit, not feel too hounded and things like that. Well, same thing here. I mean, you want to be able to make sure that your voice is being heard in your injury case. You want to make sure that you have a team of people around you that care and listen and that will be able to talk to you. And so it's more than just kind of that idea where I've heard some people say, the attorney was in the room with me, but the attorney just basically was like, you should feel lucky to, even hear the magic words that are coming out of my mouth because I'm an attorney and I've got a JD, a Juris Doctorate. And I'm like, well, I think it's a little arrogant, because the reality here is that it's us as the attorneys and as the business owners, as the people that are looking to help others, that actually should be very lucky that we've had people call us. And that's how we feel over at Springs Law Group. So for us, I wanted to touch base with y'all tonight that those are three things for me that really are why I get up and do what I do each day. So it's that idea that I've had family members be, in accidents, and I want to be able to help them out. My daughter's was probably the most severe that we've seen. And then, I was a former school teacher and want to be able to keep continuing that heart of a teacher feel out there. And then lastly is that service piece where we want to be able to deliver top-notch service over at Springs Law Group. So if you all have any questions at any time, feel free to contact us and let us know. And then if you have questions, you can contact us here over at 719-300-7554, and we're happy to chat. Hope everyone has a good weekend. Thank you so much.